What is good, guys and girls of YouTube? My name is Justin Omoi and I'm here with the video to help you out with your music artistry and such. You guys and girls as an artist would probably not have the best engineering experience, and I hear that a lot from everybody, especially when they're starting to make music. All they want to do is, hey, I just want to be a rapper. I want to make, rap and have it done. So yes, I have to teach you guys and girls that being an artist, having words and spitting, you have a lot of things you have to think about when it comes to recording. So here I have just about 5 things you have to think about when it comes to recording. The reason why I have 2 mics is because the type of microphone that you're using matters. Not all microphones are the same. Not all microphones have, a feature that you will like. So experimenting with sounds and feels will give you exactly what you want in your song. Say I wanted a feel like I'm in the 80s, or I'm doing old school hip hop, like, Joey Badass feel, or who else? Fucking Earl Sweatshirt, stuff like that. Your tone, if you want that old school vibe, you could rock a dynamic microphone right here. Or if you want to be like, all right, I want to make some pop music, I want to make some newer type of music, you could jump into the condenser microphones. If you want more of a microphone to do your screamo grunge vocals as a rock star, dynamic microphones really help because 1, they're inter-destructive, they don't break as much easily. 2, they have that sensitivity for you to scream within the mic even when you hold it. You know how when you grunge you gotta go down, pause. But yes, different types of mics have different feels. Note that there are different dynamic microphones out there, as well as different condenser microphones as well. This one right here is a Bluebird from Blue, but some would like the Rode NT1A, which is a always combatant what's the word, player against this microphone. So yes, there's many different microphones. Go ahead, search around, find what you want. Just because I got this one doesn't mean you have to get it as well. Number 2, what matters when it comes, okay, I shouldn't have done that. My second point is going to be the position you are speaking to your microphone. Believe it or not, the way you speak to a microphone, the way the microphone is positioned, really matters when it comes to recording the type of vocals you want in your song. So let's say you want to sound like you're crystal clear and nice, and then you go up to the microphone. Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Justin. You know what's gonna happen? Your voice will sound deep. It's going to be, Tyler the Creator deep, and that's deep. So you have to think, if you want to have a more clear voice that's being crisp, that's the word, crisp, rather than deep toned or tonal, that's close, you'll have to go back. So you can't even see me, but if I speak to the microphone with this much of a range, my voice won't be as deep. But if I go closer, you'll hear more tone, more feel. Not only does the position of you matter, the position of the actual microphone does as well. So if I were to take this microphone, drop it low, and tilt it upwards, I'll be looking downwards and I'll have a clear vertical down speak. But if the microphone was like pointing upwards and I speak to it, notice it does have a different sound. That's due to polar pickup patterns, PPP. So what a polar pickup pattern is, or polar pattern pickup, whatever, it's basically a shape and a amount of sensitivity that a microphone captures your vocals at. So something like a cardioid would be like a little heart shape around it, Where we also have like video microphones known as shotgun would be more, I'm going straight forward, like, rather than the heart shape that I showed you. So with that being said, different positions of the microphone will give you different types of sensitivities and picking up. One simple trick is that you could gain what is known as a proximity effect by tilting the microphone downwards. When you tilt it downwards, you'll be able to have more of a bass capture response rather than having it face up, and we won't have as much of that bass proximity effect capturing. Also, my last point is that your voice also has, a downward kind of direction. Think of how you speak, yo, yo, yo. So you wouldn't want your microphone to be too high so it won't capture that frequency or your, whatever you're saying out your mouth. So yeah, make sure it's at a adjustable height that it will capture those wave frequencies that come out of your mouth. Next point is input gain. Depending on what you set your input gain will change the sensitivity of the capturing on the microphone. Very low input gain, I'll give you a very low capture. A very high capture. If you put it too high, I'll give you distortion. If you put it too low and then you want to bring it back up, you're gonna bring noise into the mix because of how low the sensitivity was picked up. Decibels is the measure of the capturing the volume. You would really want to stick around at least -6 decibels. That's my rule, if you want to be able to have a balance in between your sound. So if I were to be speaking at this level right here, I'm getting around a little bit -10 decibels. That's okay, but just know, you know, it might introduce a little bit of noise if you do have that set. But like I just said, it is okay if you want it that way for your voice to sound, you know, not as too loud. But that's how it will be when you want it to have that fitting style for your song. Just know input level really matters when it comes to recording your volume and your style. If you have it too low, it won't be as great, or it might be great if that's the way you want it to be. And my last 2 points is going to be performance and mixing. Performance, it's all on you, well me, but it's all on you as the artist. The performance is all about spitting out the delivery, the rhythm, the energy, the words you say, the pronunciation and enunciation, and so forth. I've already made a video talking about all those aspects, so you could go ahead and just click the I button, wherever it may be, I think over there, and you'll see it. Or actually, no, up here. So if you were to say words that are mumble jumble and then you expect it to be great inside of your music program, guess what? It's not gonna be as great because it's the way you said it. If you say sounds that sounds weird and you want it to sound a different way, it's your fault. It's not no engineer's fault that, oh, hey yo, what's up? Doesn't sound like, hey yo, what's up? And lastly, mixing. This is a big giant thing that also determines the way your sound will come out in the end. And I made a video speaking about vocal mixing. Of again, click the I button up there, or there, I think it's over here, and you'll understand what that is and its matter. Just know that mixing is going to be the creative tools that will cut your raw vocal format once you record it. So think of it as sculpting the sculpture. In that case, you're chiseling the big, what was it called, pastel, I don't know, I forgot, pearl, something with a P. But yes, just know you're sculpting with mixing. It consists of compressing vocals, equalizing the vocals to shape the sounds, reverb to give presence, sibilant de-essers to kill out the sibilants, and so much more. So yes, with this video, I hope I'm not too dark, but I hope you guys and girls learned something or actually put more into your mind when it comes to recording your vocals. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Sorry I'm too dark, the storm just came out of nowhere. And yeah, with that being said, my name is Justin Omoi. Subscribe if you want to stick along and, you know, get more out of my video, my channels, and yeah, peace out.